I'm a criminal. Technically speaking, I mean, you can't compare me to no Coney or no Edie. I mean, what's the difference? It's all the same thing according to God, but that's a lie. Pedophile was much worse than a rider. Thoughts from Andromeda. Don't be mad at me. I'm just speaking my mind. I'm talking thoughts from Andromeda. Don't be mad at me.
Where did we leave off, man? What was the last thing we talked about? I can't really remember. Oh, we were supposed to talk about Kendrick, the 2 albums. Mm-hmm. We kind of light today. We got a few people that got drunk and shit last night. Couldn't come up here. It's all good. Nobody's obligated and shit. I appreciate y'all coming. Welcome back. Sergeant Stacks.
Don't call me
/
that. Don't call me
Only Esco. Hey, I kind of realized I put y'all governments on the, oh, you wasn't recording? No. I got the audio anyway. But, what did I say? I put y'all governments on the video instead of what I actually put y'all as on the first title. So I don't know if you want to go by Esco or Brandon.
That's cool. Either one.
I do not want to go by Sergeant.
And no, you're Sergeant. No, you got all the money, dog. And you light skinned.
No.
Yeah, man. What's been going on? I kind of wanted to touch on what's been going on with me too. A few things happened. God is real, bruh. First of all, I got pulled over by Grosse Pointe police and didn't get a ticket.
How?
Jesus.
Yeah, yes.
Jesus is how.
Jesus.
You are God now.
Yeah. Anybody who don't know what Grosse Pointe is, we not allowed there. But
it's Hermes, Mars, and you. That's you a God now.
I was headed to the hospital to see my sister again, and my brother, who I haven't seen in 23 years, since we was 5 years old, 1993, was up there. So I was kind of rushing up there, and I went through a yellow light and got pulled over. And I told him, like, well, it was kind of too late for me to stop. I wasn't trying to slam on brakes. I didn't get a ticket. And then I got to see my brother, like I said, first time in 23 years. I got to see my nephew. Everything looking good. They about to get let out the hospital and shit. I'm happy about that. First time uncle, I think. Unless my brother got illegitimate children. Well, yeah, man.
How was seeing your brother?
Huh?
How was seeing your brother?
It was weird, but it was exciting, too. It was kind of like we haven't spoken in 23 years, so we don't really know what to say. Like, at the same time, it's a whole bunch of shit you could say. But, yeah, it was just, where to start.
Right.
We just talked about growing up and shit that happened. And we was talking about my sister, too. We're trying to schedule something where we can all sit down with our father and have that talk, but I don't know. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but whatever. But we here. It's been a long weekend for me. Long weekend. Oh, not to mention today is my father's birthday. So the irony of meeting my brother for the first time in 23 years on my father's birthday is like,
Was
you
it
know
that
what I'm saying?
hospital?
Huh? No. He came up there yesterday and the day before.
Yeah.
I saw him once. Yeah, he came up there. It was like, this weekend was like, God was just like, making shit happen. You know what I'm saying? It's cool though. I'm tired as hell. I stayed in the hospital with her for 15 hours. Because they kept telling me, like, the baby's coming, the baby's coming. The baby was not coming.
What's the
At
baby's
all.
name?
Christopher, after his father.
Okay.
Looking healthy, man. Can't wait to babysit now. I'm not pulling out no more. Changed my life. No more pulling out.
No pull out.
I need me a baby, dog. How long was your wife? How long did it take you?
What?
You was in the hospital waiting on her.
I was at work and she was on bed rest for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Because her water had broke, but they didn't want to. That was 7. She was only. My children were premature, like almost 2 months. She was on bed rest for 2 weeks, and I was at work. She gave me the call. She was only in labor for like 5 hours.
Oh wow!
And she had a C-section. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot lately. I never thought about that until worrying about my sister going through birth. Like what all the shit that can go wrong.
Yeah. Because mine were in the hospital for a month and a half after they were born. So
My sisters was
Yeah.
real smooth, but I definitely was worried just beforehand, like just hoping everything would be all right. Real smooth though. Once she finally did go into labor, it was real quick, probably like 4 or 5 hours, something like that. But yeah, man, that's what's been going on with me. Might be why I'm a little turned down today. But yeah, we were supposed to be trading bars with some niggas today on this subject, and niggas didn't want to show up. And the Captain America shit too.
Yeah. I still got a lot of opinions on that still too though.
I kind of went away from my late ass cousin to show up before we talk about that because I want to hear what he got to say. But as far as this Kendrick, I know you wasn't so much of a fan of To Pimp a Butterfly at first. What happened?
It's just I don't know. Just the vibe. I probably just didn't. The vibe. I just didn't rock with it. I liked a few songs on there. I just didn't get with it. It just didn't grow on me. I was expecting a grow in, but it just never grew.
Right. Did they grow now or no? Like, do you at least?
I'm not gonna say like people saying this shit is just ass. It's garbage. I ain't gonna say that, but I'm not saying it's better than its first.
I think the problem was a lot of people wasn't expecting the album to sound like that, and that was it kind of caught people off guard. Man, I feel like I don't know. It's just take a certain type of person to be into what he did do. It was like real jazzy, funkadelic type shit. Like he was he had live instruments, and it was like G-funk mixed with jazz. You know what I'm saying? There ain't too many people listening to that anymore at all.
Mm-hmm.
First time I heard it, I was kind of like confused on how to take it. Like I don't really know what to do. But I kept listening and I got it. To me, it sounded like a stage play on the album. If you listen to what he was doing, the themes and how dramatic he was with the interludes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a stage play. Everything was dramatized. With the hotel, he's screaming in the hotel room and all that.
Yeah.
But it was just such a big change from Good Kid to that, and even the stuff in between there he was doing. People wanted those hard beats, and that crazy flow he had been doing.
Mm.
We kind of got something different, but I liked it. I like jazz anyway. I got Paolo jazz records and shit right here. Not so much of a big fan of funk, which is why it was really hard for me to get into it at first, because I don't really like upbeat, like bass, guitar heavy songs and shit. Like, I'm good. But I get it. He from the West Coast too, so he kind of get a pass for that, because that's what they do over there. George Clinton, he had him on the album too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the first song I think. What did you think?
First time listening to it, I was, I guess, more thrown back because I liked the album. But I was more thrown back because it wasn't Good Kid, Mad City. It was completely left field, like out of nowhere, pretty much. Like,
Hell yeah.
So first time hearing it, it wasn't what I expected. Not to say I didn't like it, but it just wasn't what I expected, which I feel like that's what most people had the issue with. But he's still spitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about some good, good shit. And the whole thing, you find out he's talking to Tupac, telling him his poem. Like, I thought that shit was pretty dope.
That shit. I wish I could relive the first time I heard that again. Because I remember exactly where I was at. I was downriver in Taylor, outside of a school. I was picking a kid up, and that shit came on, and I was like, "Whoa, dog!" Like, I wish I could relive that again, because it was like never quite the same. Of course, after hearing it the first time, but I was like, "What the fuck?" When Tupac's voice came on, but that like you said, brought it all full circle. Like,
yeah, and then because of that, I had to listen to it again because I wanted to get the poem that he's saying, like, and try and put it in perspective with why he put it between which songs and all that. So, it felt like a puzzle, kind of, in a sense. Cause
right.
You just, like a screenplay, like you were saying, just because nobody thinks like that.
Right.
Or if they do, they don't do that on the album. Because, it's a big risk
Hell yeah.
Listeners don't listen to that.
Hell yeah.
Anymore. So, and you know everything that he was doing, you know, to promote it, like going on Stephen. Who's
Colbert?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did that. The song he did was on Untitled and Master. We thought we would never get that.
Yeah, exactly. That's part of the reason why I wanted to hear the album so bad, because that song was fire.
Yeah. And the performance was so strong.
Yeah, exactly.
And the timing of it was crazy too, because of all the Freddie Gray stuff was happening at the time and all of that.
Yeah.
Sandra Bland. And I feel like that, man, that time, the timing of all of that, the release of that album and everything that was happening at the time, because that was the same time J. Cole did that performance.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what show it was on. It was one of those shows.
On Dave Letterman.
Letterman, yep. And then he did that same type of powerful ass performance. It was like so much stuff was happening like that. Then he turned around and did what was it, BET? Was it BET? No, Grammys. The Grammys performance with the jail cells and the African stuff. I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick is dope, of course, but man, to hear that transition, it was like growth. He wasn't afraid to step outside of what people was looking for. I gotta appreciate that.
And that's why I didn't bash it. That's why I didn't go out on a, you know, I didn't go bash it and say, no, this is just terrible. I'm not gonna take that flag. I mean, he pushing himself, pushing the limits, and not putting himself in the box. You can always appreciate that.
It ain't too many people doing what making their music sound the way that sounded.
Yeah.
You know, whether you like it or not. But the thing that made it hard with the Drake-Kendrick argument was that Drake's album at that same time was way harder. That if you're reading this too late,
Yeah.
like for those to be, like you can't really compare those albums because Drake went super hard on that album, and Kendrick kind of was chilling, but he did drop an anvil on that nigga head on that King Kunta. You ain't know he was talking about Drake?
Nope.
You remember what he said? What did he say? I said, I swore I wouldn't tell, but y'all niggas sharing bars like you got the bottom bunk in a 2-man cell.
Oh, wow.
There's something in the water. Something. He said, I'd rather be a something than a brown nose something. He's talking about Drake, bro. Because that was the same time the Quentin Miller shit happened.
I don't think Drake don't want that Broadway on, man.
What?
He don't want that Broadway on, dog.
You saying that?
He don't want that
Holy
Broadway on, dog.
shit.
He'll run to that bus all, dog. I don't think he want that problem. I don't think no matter whatever alleged ghostwriters, whatever he got, he gonna need all of them, all 137 of them to beat that man. He gonna need all of them, dog.
I'm really surprised you saying that.
I mean, Drake is better sonically. His music sounds better to me, but as far as lyrical talent, lyrical ability, rapping, actually.
And Kendrick got that voice, he
gonna
got
bark
that
on
power, bro. And then he got so much love in the game from I ain't talking about from the fans. I mean from OGs.
Yeah.
Kendrick kind of laced out here. He got support from a lot of niggas. I don't think that would be a good idea for that beef to happen.
I don't think that should ever happen.
That nigga Drake won't say nothing though, cause they kind of had when Control dropped, they kind of had some subliminals being thrown around. Drake was like, I'll never work with him again. He was like, that was the wrong thing to do. I won't be on his next album or something. Because this was right after they did Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
So he like, I won't be working with him again. And then when Drake and Cole was on tour, they was on stage and he was like, these are the only two kings in the game. And pose and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the next show, he changed it. It was like, Kendrick is a king too.
Yeah.
Like, you better change that shit, nigga.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. But that beef should have happened though.
Man,
especially after that cipher, that BT cipher.
Oh, yeah.
That did.
Yeah.
That like even if you're not gonna win the fight, at least you gotta pinch the nigga or something. I mean, because that was obvious,
bro.
Like obvious. It wasn't just a subliminal at that point.
What'd he say? He said something about sensitive rapper back.
And nothing was the same since I dropped Control. and dropped the sensitive rapper something
Back in their pajama clothes. And here's the thing, dog. I didn't even peep that nothing was the same reference. But I just knew he was talking about that nigga tucked the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes.
Dog, that shit should have happened. This is way overdue.
Drake was watching BET, was like, oh shit, turn that shit off.
Like everybody else saw it. We all saw it. We heard it. We all saw it.
That nigga turned his TV off. Man.
Now see, that theory you had last time, that goes with him. But as far as how you feel about Jay-Z, that goes with him. He should have said something. They throwing rocks at his throne. They should have said something.
Drake be picking and choosing who he talked to. Because you see, he didn't hesitate at all to jump on me.
Because it's easy. It's low-hanging fruit.
Right.
Or Common.
Oh, shit.
When they had their thing going on, I was surprised because he said, I'll never respond. I'll never reply to it. And then Common was fucking with Serena. That's what it was,
I think that's what the beef was about for Serena.
That's a stupid reason to beef.
And he comes in this Common. And then Common.
Serena's not with either of them anymore, so that's not.
I mean, yeah, not hindsight. 22, yeah, I'm going.
You don't remember that?
You said who? You said Drake did say something?
Yeah.
On what?
Stay scheming.
Yeah.
What did he say?
It bothers me when the guys. What did he say?
It bothers me when it bothers me when the guys get. What did he really say? It bothers me, God. It bothers me when the guys get to acting like they bras. I guess everything. I can't remember the word. I ain't heard it in so long.
Oh, I didn't think he said anything to Common.
No, that whole verse is about Common. It's about.
I don't remember. That wasn't that big on that song. Stay scheming.
Really? I mean, okay.
That beat was crazy.
That beat was all. But you did take out Ross. Well, I could stand Ross, but that nigga on the end.
Who was it?
Fresh Montana.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
That was trash, dog.
Hey, what's that shirt, my nigga?
This, Breaking Bad.
That's what I thought. It looked familiar.
It bothers me when the guys get to acting like the bras. Guess every team don't come complete with niggas like ours. That's why we see no need to compete with niggas like y'all. I just ask that when you see me, you speak up, nigga. That's all. Yeah, pretty much the whole verse is about him.
Yeah, and I miss. He say, "I'm gonna say my pinnacle. You and pussy identical. You like a fucking finish line. We can't wait to run into you."
Yeah. And
then 2 weeks later, they spotted on the court together, talking to each other.
That nigga Drake was probably like, "Hey man, what's up?" I don't think that nigga Common no hoe.
He's not.
And that nigga kind of cocky. I don't know if y'all niggas ever seen this nigga, but
that nigga called him Canada Dry.
Yeah.
You never heard this?
No, dog.
Are you serious?
No.
He said you a bitch. Like,
oh, you talking about on So Sweet?
Is that what that is?
No, he did the same.
No.
Stay scheming.
Who?
He did the
Common?
same beat.
Oh yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I heard So Sweet. That song that was on his album.
Yeah, that's the.
That shit was kind of hard too.
You a bitch.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sweet ass bitch.
He was talking shit at the end.
Yes, that was. Yes, so I was like.
I thought that was kind of. I don't know though. I didn't really like that from Common though because it was, he usually the peace loving nigga.
But, I mean,
he beat with Ice Cube, man.
He did
Come on.
go at Ice Cube.
And then
probably one of the worst niggas you could beef with at the time. Yeah, I think that's sweet. That's dope though.
What?
That them niggas working together now.
Yeah.
I saw the little special they was doing on MTV about the movie before, like the week before it came out, and they were talking about that. And, like them niggas is really, really, dumb. I mean, mind you, that was 20 years ago, or more. When was that?
20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, that shit was not even that serious to begin with, but that was over a misunderstanding anyway.
A lot of this shit is a misunderstanding.
Exactly.
It always is.
Exactly, but since we talking about Drake, what about you? What was you telling me about what Drake and Budden said?
Oh,
or what Budden was saying?
Oh, he was just saying that he wasn't.
No, I mean about the beef. Something you were saying something the other day about them battling. We was talking about it on the track.
What else? What did I say? I don't even remember.
You think I know for sure you said that nigga didn't want that problem.
Oh yeah, no, the same thing. the same thing. The same thing. It'll be the same outcome with Kendrick. He don't want that problem with Kendrick either. I mean, he don't want that problem with Joe Budden either. He don't need memes. He don't need, he don't need none of that. He gonna bar his life away. his soul. He gonna bar his soul out the. He wasn't no problem with Joe Budden either.
Joe Budden got a huge following too.
Yeah.
I think every meme ever made is made by Joe Budden's fans.
Yeah, he got like a little cult following.
Yeah.
He don't need memes. He don't need none of that though.
That boy can rap, dog.
And that's what I'm saying. He picking like you said. He picking on guys he know he can beat.
I want to see Drake go, but Drake kind of did. He kind of went at Jay too, but
You know you're not gonna respond. Either.
that's what I was about to say.
People act like Meek Mill's a hoe though. That can rap.
Nah, bro.
But people just lost respect.
Nah, man. He never. It's all production to saving him.
You saying
That's
Meek
all it
can't
was.
rap?
I can't fuck with it, man.
I think Meek can definitely
Are we on
rap.
the same page, dog?
I think he's just one dimensional.
Then he can't
Yeah,
rap.
that was cold, but that's where it stops, dog.
What?
Faces 2 is over.
That shit was so
The last album, the album that came out when he beat Drake with Rico's on it. I like the album.
I would listen.
The one with levels on it. That one.
No, the album. I don't even remember what it was called. But
See, look
the
at
one
you.
with the Swiss Beats.
I
I don't remember what a lot of albums are called, but this one was dope. This one with Rico's on it. The one he beefed with Drake about.
still don't know the name. What is it called?
Dreams and nightmares.
Is that what it's? Yeah.
That shit was kind of hard to me. I liked it.
But the point is that he, like you said, he's one dimensional. He's not that scared about it. I mean, he has crutch words. Every song he says the same.
Like Tupac.
Rolly. Okay,
yeah,
but
that's true.
what?
Take it, Audemars.
Yeah. Wrist Rolly. Exactly. Dog.
Now Nicki is one
his
of those
music,
words.
All his music is interchangeable. You can take this song from here and put it here. And this song can go here. This song can go there. It's all the same.
Hell yeah.
It's all the same, dog.
That's what I was about to
Thank
say.
you,
Somebody need to teach this nigga how to record in a different manner because all he does is scream, bro. Like, I don't really want to hear this nigga screaming on every single song. Like,
Sitting up in the hood, rolling on my wrist. Niggas better not touch it out.
All the time, dog.
like, stop screaming. When he first came out, though, it was just because I thought this nigga was just passionate and ready to go. This nigga 5-6 years in the game and he still screaming on every song. Somebody need to teach this nigga how to, like, do we even know what a low, light Meek Mill voice sound like?
Nah.
When he talks regular, when he speaks.
Yeah.
That's what
At the beginning of the song.
yeah.
This nigga said I wouldn't want to go to the movies with that nigga.
Cause I know, nigga, that shit crazy. Audemars.
On my Audemars.
On my Audemars.
Damn, fam. That was another reason why that beef. Man, he's so stupid. Like, I wanted to side with him because I would side with the street rapper before I side with a Drake. But Drake was like,
Picked the wrong
handling his
team.
business though. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, how you making a diss track talking about your watch? Why watches though? Like, why watches of all things that you could afford? Why are you so?
I'll tell you, that's his jumping off point. Before anything else comes out, he got to get off of that. He got to jump off that ledge.
It gotta be a Philly thing.
No, man, it's a meat.
That's it.
I mean, shit, I know Rick Ross is real big into watches too, but he don't be saying that shit as much as Meek. And I'm pretty sure he got way better and more watches than Meek.
Yeah, but Ross is a better rapper than Meek is too.
I agree.
That's the difference.
He's more, you know what I'm saying? Ross can go hard and yell and scream, or he could rap regular.
Yep.
This nigga Meek got one volume. His engineer probably be like, God damn, I gotta compress the shit out of them vocals.
God damn.
Nigga be like,
They
oh,
just be peeking.
like a mother.
Man, hearing that nigga do a McDonald's intercom, man. You mad. Walking on McDonald's, how man take you off? Man, go to the business, man. It's a wrap.
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know. When he dropped that last mixtape too, it was kind of like it's got some nut stuff on here, but you don't look the same anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like when he got scraped up by Drake, it's like imagine a nigga in high school. Man, that nigga tough as hell. You know, you fucking with the light skinned nigga ain't saying nothing, and then you get your ass whooped. It's like you never the same.
You can't look at you the same.
You don't have the same effect.
Nothing was the same. And Drake's just sitting there.
That's just the part of life, dog, man. Like if I get my ass whooped tomorrow by a whole ass nigga, y'all niggas gonna be like, hey, fuck Clarence. Bitch ass nigga.
Hey.
You definitely got your ass.
This guy's a gangster.
but it's the same thing. You exactly right, dog. Remember they was talking about how they was in the same hotel. Talking about how they was in the same hotel with each other, and they talking about they playing back to back all night. You supposed to be this street nigga, right?
Right.
Go upstairs and stop this and keep playing
And handle your business. You couldn't do that to a nigga like Beanie Siegel.
Exactly.
You above you.
Hell no.
That nigga will be up there with goons.
Like all 7 of y'all.
And go to jail and take that bill on the chin. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of nigga he is.
That nigga
But
Drake donated to his high school so they can learn how to rap.
Oh my goodness, dog.
ooh-wee. That's gangster move
It
shit.
really
Like
was.
that's like Al Capone shit right
Like,
there.
you look
Nigga
like
sending
a fucking-
bottles of liquor. You know what I'm saying? That's like making a truce with your enemy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's some Italian gangster shit.
$1 million or $500,000 in their music thing and
Department.
studio. Like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Like,
Just cause.
Just because he can, and just because he'll know it piss him off.
So that automatically turned every kid in that school against Meek Mill, and now they all got Drake on the mind. That's some cold.
Chess.
That's
He playing chess.
chess. That's gangster. Like, I ain't talking about
He playing
thug
tic-tac-toe.
nigga. I'm talking about gangsters 1930s shit that
Yeah.
he's doing. Man, that's the type of shit I'll be doing. Playing mind games with niggas. This motherfucker was preparing. What was he doing? A sound check for a show wearing a free Meek Mill shirt. That nigga had the nappy braids. That's so cold. And I know this shit old, but man, this conversation will be alive until Meek Mill fixes it.
He can't, dog.
It's
It's
too late.
too late, dog. That car is.
And another Drake title, man. It's so far gone, man. It's
It's a red, dog.
Right, and it was so fucking frustrating because he was right on the edge of, like, he could have captured that moment. That was the NBA Finals, and you fucked up. You threw the game because that's like Drake gave your ass the opportunity to catapult you into.
that realm of having to be one of the top spitters.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
If
But
he would-
dog, you waited 1,000 days to talk about your worst. Your watch.
If
It's
you would have
over.
destroyed Drake, we would have hit that album. He had would have sold a mill
Yep.
or 500,000 if he would have destroyed Drake.
Yep.
Like that nigga Eminem say, man, you only get one shot, man. You got me through the chance,
Yep. And he missed his chance.
This nigga Meek had all the capabilities to fuck over Drake, man. He got the delivery, you know, the street shit, but that nigga just, man,
that nigga said when he was on tour, he said if you see Drake, he gonna give him a wedgie.
it's over, man. Like,
It's not even
you
funny.
never gonna see that nigga.
Okay.
It's not
You
even
never,
funny.
ever gonna see them, dog.
And
Then he ran up on Quentin Miller. Why? He didn't have nothing to do with it.
I'm like, son, I'm just a ghostwriter, man. I'm not supposed to be.
You gonna beat a nigga up because he wrote a
I was
song?
getting a check. I was getting a check. You know what I'm saying?
Be a ghost, nigga.
Quentin Miller, like what? You like what you running up on me for? Like I ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
And then now we all wait for the last shoe to drop, and we waiting for Nicki to break up with this nigga. And when that come,
Shit, she basically already did.
exactly.
just a boy
On
that
Ella,
like-
you saw on Ella.
He's just a boy that like her. I mean,
Dog, how many L's?
That nigga just a fan.
all right. So this is not gonna be a smooth transition at all. My boss said nigger at my job.
What the
What?
Yes,
So we ride on this nigga then.
man, I'm definitely down, my nigga.
happened?
So look, this is what happened, bro. It was a light day. Wasn't nobody really there. It was like, light workload. People was going home and shit, and we stayed. We just was there to finish up the little work that was left. It was me, the homie Brian, who was also black and young, and then an older white dude named Dave that we was working with. And, he's the senior member of the team. We just working, and the radio was on. Our manager was there too. The radio was on, and we was like, we really getting tired of hearing the same fucking songs every night because they played it. If you ever listen to the radio at night, it's even worse than it is during the day. It's literally just a rotation of the same shit for years. You know what I'm saying? Not even for weeks. I'm talking about they've been playing the same songs for as long as I've been listening to the radio at work. So we like, yeah, we tired of listening to the fucking radio, man. Let's figure something else out. We going through the stations, couldn't find nothing. So I go outside, I get Royce, and I get ASAP Ferg. It had a CD player on the radio. So I'm like, fuck it. The white dude who we was working with, older white dude, he was like, I don't care what y'all listen to. If y'all want to change it or put on your own music or plug your phone up to the radio, I don't care. I'm like, all right, bet. So on break, I went out and grabbed Royce. I put on Royce first, we playing it. And I was kind of worried about the curse words and it being too vulgar, but Royce is not that bad. But on ASAP Ferg, it's a little more raunchy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He talking about whatever. So we get to the song Swipe on the last album with Rick Ross on it. Rick Ross is on it. And the boss walks up to the radio and hit the power button. Let me see you guys in my office. I'm like, I already know what this is about. He takes us in the office and I'm like, he's talking to us like, you guys are... You're killing me with the radio, and it hurts me because if somebody comes back here and hears it, it's going to be a big thing. Mind you, we play rap music all the fucking time, and nobody says shit. Mm-hmm. So basically what he's saying is he don't like it, but he's trying to pass the buck and make it seem like he don't want us to play it because everybody else don't like it. But everybody else don't give a fuck. So I was like, why? I was like, what did we do that was so wrong? I was like, what did you hear? He was like, well, I heard nigger. I heard the N-word, and I was like, oh... I'm like, okay, after that, it was a wrap. I didn't want to hear shit else he had to say. So I kind of just zoned out. And I had this, mind you, he got tears in his eyes and shit. He was having such a hard time saying this to me. He was like having like nervous fits and shit because he was so scared to say it. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking to me about it and he said nigger. Like, bro, you definitely didn't have to say nigger because the rap song didn't say nigger. And I know for a fact, if it said nigger, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about that. The difference between and there is a difference in culture. It's not a difference in meaning. This is the late member. I'm assuming. Oh, it isn't. But yeah, man, he said that. And I'm like, whoa. So then after that little meeting, he told us we can't play our music no more. I don't want to talk no more. I'm kind of like super jaded at work and he's steady trying to be my homeboy and shit.
Yeah.
But... I'm like, I don't really know how I should have handled that. Should I have said something?
No. I would have, if you would have said anything like, damn, son, where'd you find this? Like, why would you say that? Like, I would have just said, like, man, I would have said something, but, whatever, man. Like, fuck them, dog.
I kind of wanted to say something, but it was like, it wasn't like that big of a deal to me, but it was just the...
I would have said something slick, like, oh, you just had to say it, huh?
Right.
That was your Meek Mill jump off point, nigga? Couldn't wait to say that motherfucker.
I don't think he should have said it, but I just don't know if he knew how to handle it, how to approach you about.
I heard nigger.
You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying? That was wrong. That was where he should have said that because he should have said N-word.
There's better ways you could have got that
N-word.
across. You looked me right in my black face, my light-skinned black man face, and said nigger. I'm like, man, all right. After that, it was really a wrap, and then he still.
Like he was dribbling the ball, and that shit.
Rob his foot. He ain't know how to approach you, though. You know how to approach you. Is he like kind of short?
No, he a big dude.
I'm just saying, but you gotta say. I'm just saying, figure out how he may be intimidated by.
I'm
not taking his side. I'm just trying to understand.
I got you.
Know what I'm saying? That's all.
He's definitely intimidated. You should have seen. I just saw the nervousness flush through his body as he was trying to get this shit out.
Did I ever tell you about the time my teacher said it?
God.
You're a teacher at college or
No, high school.
Wow.
Fuck. You might have told me what happened.
So this was in high school, and I'm not sure, but I believe this is the same teacher that said something about she doesn't understand why students get Martin Luther King Day off.
Okay.
Which I understand what she's saying it, but at the same time, we get fucking Columbus Day off.
Good point.
The nigga that didn't actually do
Good
shit.
point. Fuck Columbus all the way, bro.
Fuck Columbus.
I'm not saying I agree, but she's saying that, Martin Luther King taught education. We should, if you could, be in school, whatever. I understand it.
So
I don't
Columbus
agree.
taught
Nothing. Rape,
pillage,
pillage, murder,
shit.
destruction.
Taking over niggas' shit, and all that. Being a failure.
Exactly. Liar,
Getting lost.
perpetrator.
Nigga lost. Damn, look at the laundry list of shit.
Hello?
Some bad things. Not good things. Bad things.
He did not one good thing, dog. Look at that shit is terrible.
Hold on, wait. Don't finish the story.
All right. We're gonna bring it back.